Hi everyone, this is my final project presentation. My name is Nicole Mason. This is ICT 511 Analytics. This presentation is analyzing Google Analytics data from the Google Merchandise Store, and just the goal is to look at just reviewing the data and seeing how we can increase traffic as well as conversions. Just a brief overview of the store. From what I gathered, it is a very successful store that sells a variety of products, from apparel to electronics. It averages 3,066 active members per day, and majority of the visitors are between the ages of 18 and 34. And monthly sales is about 284,000, and average per order is $171.65. The three components that I am going to be looking at is the acquisition, the overview acquisition, as well as the organic and paid campaign information, as well as the behavior and landing pages information. So we're going to start out with the acquisition overview. And just to give a brief from what I gathered from this data, the social channel brought in the most traffic, as you can see, 49.9%. Organic traffic was 28.3%. Direct traffic 10.1%. Referral traffic 8%. Paid 1.9%. And it kind of shows it here with the graph. And when we looked at the data further, we noticed the social channel was YouTube, and it brought in the majority of the traffic. However, the bounce rate was extremely high at 95.89%, which people was not staying on the site. And there were no sales, and that could be technical issues with the YouTube channel, or the content was not interesting. So that could be two options. The organic traffic, Google search engine brought in a lot of sales, as you can see, $47,505.15. And direct traffic was third, referral fourth, paid fifth. As you can see, the last four brought in sales. Social didn't. It's really interesting to see that. So, and why didn't it bring any sales when it brought in the most traffic? The campaign overview with the organic and paid. The paid cost them about $255.72 and was 19 cents per click. Really didn't provide the actual keywords that people were clicking on, which was a little perplexing. The second campaign, which was a t-shirt campaign, had a total of 291 clicks. The bounce rate was a little higher, but it did bring in a little revenue of $733.21. The biggest key terms, which was interesting to see that people were searching, was Google Merchandise and Google Merchandise Store. Those two terms brought in the most traffic. I found that very interesting. With the organic, this was very interesting yet perplexing too, because a lot of the top keywords, as you can see here, with the not provided, it brought in a lot of sales. We're talking $34,027.73, but we don't know what those keywords were, and they were not provided, which is odd. And perplexing. So we have to take it a step further to find out what those keywords were through other methods. The second thing was the keyword that came in second was shopgooglemerchandise.com. It's interesting that people typed in that term and was able, and that's the second highest in revenue, and the bounce rate was 14.17%, which people were engaged with this keyword. And again, another interesting thing, majority of the people on the site were returning users. Looking at the behavior and landing page overview, the home section provided the most page views and revenue, which was very interesting to see. However, it was very broad and it didn't provide a lot of insight on where the sales were actually coming from, what landing pages people were going to. It didn't provide any information on that. It was a little perplexing too. Nest USA brought in the second highest revenue. However, it did not provide which products or pages that were converting, so that was another interesting thing that showed in the data. Basket.html was the third highest in revenue, and the bounce rate was 39.59%. And then signin.html was the fourth highest in revenue, and the bounce rate was 31.12%, which it shows that the people were engaged with those two landing pages and was interested in the content. Men's t-shirts received a lot of page views as well, and it kind of coincided with that keyword research, the possible t-shirts that I kept popping up in the different terms under the paid and organic search. So it was interesting to see that they received a lot of page views as well. Just reviewing everything. The social traffic, YouTube brought in the most traffic, but no conversions, high bounce rate. Organic traffic, massive traffic and conversions, but we didn't see which keywords were provided. The top ones that brought in the most sales, and so basically we were not able to see what produced results. The home section of Google Merchandise provided most revenue. However, it didn't provide which products or landing pages people were actually landing on to buy their products. So that was interesting to see too. Insight, again, the social traffic, like I said, it's very interesting to see YouTube brought in the most traffic but no sales. And then direct traffic, this was an interesting thing to see that it was the third highest in traffic. However, they produced the most revenues. Interesting. But what made people come to the site? Was it email marketing? Was it some other form of marketing that that just made people gravitate to the site? I don't know. Or it could be the last part of the insight, which is the keyword Google Merchandise Store. It was searched many times through paid and organic campaigns, and that just says that they have built their brand online and people trust and respect their brand, and that just may be the case, and why we see so many return users. Recommendations that I would recommend for the site is, for them to optimize the YouTube channel, to put more engaging content, also to make sure there's no technical issues with the site, to bring more people to the site and keep them engaged. We want a lower bounce rate, under 50% definitely, and create optimize a video campaign to see which videos people are actually looking at and which videos people are not looking at, so we can tweak that. Third, research in depth not provided and not set keywords by utilizing Google Webmaster Tools and other marketing tools such as Market Samurai. That's really important. We need to find out what those keywords are, and a good way to doing that is using Google Webmaster Tools. It's an awesome tool to use, and it does provide you really detailed information about keywords. Third, optimize the Google AdWords account to find low competition keywords with high traffic that that doesn't cost a lot of money. So that's another option too. Fourth, additional tracking methods or strategies on the home section of the website. Again, the home section brought in the most revenue, but we don't know what landing pages people were going to, to convert. Where are these landing pages? So we need to put more additional tracking methods or strategies on that portion of the website to find out what people are reviewing and bringing in the most conversions. That is my analysis. Thank you. Bye.